Hello everyone, we're back again with another review slash unboxing. Today we've got Ereshkigal. Of course I'm continuing on with characters that have appeared in Babylonia, because I just finished Babylonia, the series. So that's pretty fun. So of course we've got to get the goddess of the underworld herself, Ereshkigal. I believe she's like crazy expensive. I found someone on eBay who was selling her at like a retail price, which wasn't too bad, so I bought it, and then they sent me a message like, hey, sorry, we actually were supposed to remove that listing a long time ago, but we didn't realize it was still up. And they were like, we can get you the item, it just might take like about a month or so. It's been 2 months, but she finally arrived. I also ordered Musashi from them, so I reckon so I ordered Musashi like a while after, and I think they wanted to save on shipping, so they tried to say, oh yeah, we're still waiting on Ereshkigal, and sent me both of them at the same time. So I have both of them now, but all good. We didn't inhibit videos too much. We got there in the end, and now we can unbox her, so she came at a good time. She does seem to have quite a bit of pieces here. Let us get rid of the tape. There are 3 layers to it. Oh god. What is this? Oh, it's an earring. Oh no. A car has showed up. Give me a minute. I will wait for the car to pass. Alright, the car has passed. I also went and fixed the earring. It seems to have broken off, but it still sort of hangs on, so oh well. I will message the seller and be like, hey, can you send me a replacement head or something like that? But let us continue on. So, we've got attack piece thing here. Very nice. Random deer. Okay, so I don't know if this is like something to do with maybe one of her attacks or something like that, but I have no idea what this deer is from, like where its inspiration comes from. I would assume it's from maybe one of her skills. That would make sense. Or attack animations or something like that. Maybe the deer appears, gives us some mana or something. Who knows? And then we've got weapons here. Kind of like knife blade thingamabobs, which attach, of course, onto one of those little arm things. Very nice. Got the base, the extra arm bits down here. Won't move that too much. I feel like the focus is worse now on this camera since that update. But what are you gonna do, I guess? And then of course we've got a couple extra arm bits and an extra leg. Going off the transparent bit in the leg, it's probably gonna be similar to Ishtar, who's still sitting on my shelf broken. Come on, there's gotta be some irony in that. I got Ishtar and her base bit was broken, and I got Ereshkigal and her earring was broken. Come on, what are the odds of that? At least Rin wasn't broken. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be on jointed legs, the good kind, which is always nice. That aside. Okay. So this is the faceplate that has the broken earring. So it essentially was just kind of broken off, so it's clearly snapped with some force. Maybe they dropped it in shipping or whatever, but because there is like a little hole there, I can just sort of hope for the best and put it back on, although it's not at quite the right angle. There we go. So she ends up looking like that, which is fine as long as she doesn't drop too hard or anything. It should be fine. But I would like a replacement if I can, because like these for sure aren't moving at all. So we've got crying face, because she's a useless goddess. Perfect. And then we've got a physical blade thing that is her weapon. Very nice. She's got similar weapons to Ishtar, because they are, of course, sisters. Then we have this little cage here, which I believe are soul cages in the underworld, which she uses to keep souls in, because she doesn't, well, for everyone she likes that was a human, she tries to keep them from essentially expiring once they die, so she keeps them in the soul cage. I'm not sure how she'd hold this. I thought there would be like a little thing at the top. Let us consult the box. How do you hold that? Oh, okay. According to the box, she just kind of has it placed on her hand. Okay, fair enough. And then we've got Ereshkigal herself. Let's pull off all the plastic. And try to get a focus. I don't know what's gone wrong with this camera. It just doesn't want to focus anymore. I really do like her design, mainly because she's Rin, but also because, like, the outfit's cool. Blonde Rin is cool. I'm digging it. Okay, let's just pull everything apart, shall we? And move that a little there. Okay, we got robe, we got plastic, got more plastic. Main body. Cool. How does this robe work? It feels like it should... Oh, okay. So it moves on these joints here, up and down a bit. Does this attach anywhere? And then I guess this doesn't attach anywhere? That's a weird design choice. But okay, I guess you just kind of have to make it look right and not notice. I would have thought they put like a peg in a hole on the cloak somewhere to get that to work, but I guess not. Fair enough. Okay, now that goes here. Or not. Let's do it the other way around. You can go there. You can go here. Come on. Get in there. Don't move back too much. There we go. Not a big fan of the fact that the cloak is so strange like that. But, oh well. I'll learn to deal with it. I'll figure it out once I pose her on display. But here we go. Here is Ereshkigal in full. Of course, she's got a crown similar to Ishtar's, but it is inverse colored. And so it's mostly black and a bit of gold instead of mostly gold and a bit of black. But overall, very nice design. Minus maybe the cloak. The cloak sort of works, but not fantastically. And of course, she's got a little skull tie thing just over there, which is also like a spine. That's cool. I didn't notice that before. As well as like her legs are kind of similar to Ishtar, and that one's completely bare and the other one's kind of got like a sock thing, tight sort of thing going on. Very cool. But anyway, let us get on to some poses. Alright, here is our first pose for Ereshkigal. She's kind of walking forward just a bit. I think she has this as just her kind of neutral stance while she's just standing around in battle, kind of like this, just swinging her soul cage along. Very cool, very nice. The cloak is a bit weird. Honestly, I'd say be very, very careful. Given that one of the earrings is already destroyed, if you do get Ereshkigal, this cloak comes very close to touching, if not is already touching the earrings. So be careful while putting it on. If you can see there, like I haven't pushed her neck in all the way because I'm kind of worried I'll destroy another set of earrings or something if I do, so I just kind of left it like that. But be careful. You don't want to break your probably expensive Ereshkigal, because everyone loves the useless goddess. We all know that very, very well. But anyway, let us move on to the next pose. Alright, here's our next pose for Ereshkigal. This is her kind of shooting off her blade, so you'd probably put the blade somewhere in front of her, I would assume. It would go back a little bit just so it's kind of on the stand and not just flying around. There is just this little peg here. And then you kind of shoot it off like that. Of course, it's at an angle because it's mimicking the game. I guess you can shoot it off forward, but it would kind of block her out just a bit. But I think it looks pretty cool, honestly. The way the blade sits is there's just kind of like a little gap here. So you essentially just put it on that. So right in the middle, put the blade in through there, and just slide it on the gap if you can manage that. There we go, I did it. I'm brilliant, aren't I? But yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's got a cool effect, kind of like it's shooting off. That's why it's got like two circles with the kind of like whoosh effect going on, which is really neat. I like it. I think it's very cool. But let us get on to our final pose for the day. Alright, here's our final pose for Ereshkigal. She's just kind of running after the deer with one arm kind of trying to reach out or catch her balance, because she seems to be falling over there with her legs kind of crossed. She's also got the teary-eyed expression, kind of like freaking out, as well as she's got one of her weapons in her hand. I doubt she'd actually use it, but she's freaking out because the deer has stolen her cloak. So that would just put her here, probably lean her forward a bit, and then kind of chase after the deer. But that's going to do it for Ereshkigal. It's a very nice figure. There are some minor problems, or some major problems, honestly, depends on how you look at it. So I'm going to take a point off for earrings. The earrings are like alone just super, super fragile. Given that one's already broken before we've even opened the box is kind of concerning. So taking 1 point off that, another point off for her overall general design, just because like I like the design, but the way they design the figure is a bit strange. So some of the arms just kind of don't fit together well, because she's actually got like 3 joints. This isn't one of them, but usually for the way the arms work is there'll be like an upper arm, a forearm, and then the hand, and they all don't really fit together well. So if you can see, everything's sitting nice and flush, but if you move the hand like that, then there's a bit of a gap and it kind of looks weird, just where those 2 joints connect, which is not the greatest, and that kind of happens all over across her arm, which is just a little annoying. And then there's stuff like this, like, yeah, I get it, so she can hold it up all the way to the top of her cloak, but it's not really necessary that much, which is a bit of a pain. So I'm going to take off another point for that. What else is there that is problematic? Other than that, I think that's it. Actually, wait, the cloak. I forgot about the cloak. You know what? I think the cloak is fine. As much as it could have been better, I don't think it's necessarily bad that it doesn't latch on. Specifically, this part over here to the left, if I can get a focus. This part here doesn't latch on, which it would have been a nice little touch, but they didn't do it, so I won't be too harsh on them. It's alright, it's not too big of a deal. It's a little finicky as well, putting it onto the deer, getting just the right angle to make sure the deer doesn't, like, you know, take off. Oh gosh, the focus. So yeah, like if you put the cloak too far back, it kind of lifts its hind legs up and its front legs up in different ways, which is kind of a pain. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. But overall, she's going to have to get a 6 out of 10. She is a good figure, as long as you don't get any breaking problems or anything like that, and you can overlook her minor flaws of like misplaced parts and all of that. But I think 6 is still a pretty decent score. I would give her a 7 if it wasn't for some of the things like the earrings falling off in the hands being so weird. But I'd say she's still a good figure. She's still got a good design. She's still a Rin clone, which you know, you can never get enough of. But that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and comment down below what you think of Ereshkigal. And don't forget to subscribe, because I did the math, right? I did the math for fun, just to see if I could stop spending money on figures yet. And if we do 3 videos a week, assuming I get all the shipments that are in Japan somewhat relatively soon, like within the next month or so, at least, we should be able to do 3 videos a week for the next 8 months. So I think we should be good on videos. We should be good on content. So you can expect the usual 3 Nendoroid videos for the next 7-8 months, give or take. And then I'll try fill in the extra 2 days with Nendoroid petites and other small-ish figures. as well as I've got like a couple of scale figures that I bought here and there. So we should be good on content, thankfully. My wallet's not good on money though, but we'll figure that out later. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I will catch you all in the next one. Alright, bye!